So you finished half an Ironman. How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm back on training. I'm back on everything. Took me 3-4 days to get back to myself, but it was worth it, you know? It was worth it.
I remember the morning of the race. You know how we were standing at the start line and everyone was there. How did you feel in that moment?
I was very excited, very excited. I didn't know how to express the feeling, just felt everything inside and couldn't believe that I'm standing on the starting line of a half Ironman. I was just enjoying the moment. It was amazing. It was the start line. I think I'll never forget this feeling.
Nervous?
Excited, man.
How do you feel about the swim?
Just want to get in the water already.
You're hot now?
Very hot. It's so good. And running to the water and everything just made me feel like I came this far for this moment, so I should just enjoy. And that's all.
So it was more emotions rather than...
There's no logical thoughts at all. Didn't think about how long, how fast, where, when, nothing. Just emotion. Only emotional, to be honest. We arrived on Wednesday. Thursday we went on a ride just to make sure the bike is okay, everything is okay. Wednesday we just rested. It was my rest day from the taper to rest and everything. So Thursday I went on a ride. First time with my girlfriend too. We rented some bikes for my brother and my girlfriend. So we went on a really easy ride just to make sure the bike is okay. They left me around half an hour. I continued for another half an hour just to feel the bike a bit. And Friday it was the swim. There I got nervous. The water was freezing. It's my first time swimming in a sea. Even the small waves, you can feel it. I feel my body is like this in the water. So it got me nervous a little bit, to be honest, before the race. And it was my only swim before the race. And that's why I arrived that early too. I wanted to swim before the race to feel the sea. It was not very salty. And yeah, it was freezing cold, very cold. Yeah, of course. Wetsuit, it was freezing. My face was numb from the coldness. My hands, I don't know, maybe I'm sensitive to cold and maybe I'm used to the temperature here in the lakes. But yeah, that got me a little bit more nervous. So yeah, anxious, exactly. So I went out of the water after I think 200, 300 meters. I calmed myself down, waited for another 5-10 minutes. I went for again, didn't help. I was still anxious. I say, what can I do? I'm here already. It will be okay. I didn't really care. So didn't really help after I went into the water again. I was still anxious, but this is what it is, you know? I had nothing to do. Saturday, we went to a shakeout round. We went together. That was fun. That was the only day I woke up, I think, early. It was the only day, all the days I was sleeping, I don't know, 9 hours, 10 hours. Didn't care about anything. All my work, I told my assistants, don't contact me. If it's not 200% urgent, don't contact me this weekend. So I slept, and then Saturday was the shakeout run. It was fun. So here we are at Gdansk, less than 24 hours before my race start. I would be lying if I say I'm not nervous. You know, not nervous, maybe excited. I was here since Wednesday. I slept every day like 9 hours, 10 hours. Until today, I couldn't really fall asleep, but I think I had 7 hours in. Now we're going to have my shakeout run, 20 minutes, zone 1, low, zone 2 run. For me, it's around 7:40 per kilometer pace, 7:40, 7:35. I'll try to run as slow as possible just to do the shakeout properly. And the travel was a bit headache. To travel with the bike, it took me a few good hours at night to pack the bike in the travel case. But when we arrived to the hotel to assemble it back, it took me only 10-15 minutes, so it's good. But it's a headache because I'm worried the whole trip about the bike. Besides that, the travel was good, resting here. I did a very short bike session, like 30-40 minutes with my brother and my girlfriend. Like very slow, very easy. Here around the hotels, here near the sea. And I arrived to the race start. It was really nice here. We can see where you wreck the bikes, where the race is starting, where the office is gonna be. So yeah, so today we'll start with the running, and after that we'll go to the race office, and after that bike checking and race briefing. Join me in this whole day. It's gonna be an interesting day.
What impression did it give you when you arrived and you saw all the balloons and all of the people?
Yeah, it's excitement, really.
The gels. Remember
There was a race there even, if you remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the race was. I think women or something. Yeah, it was the sprint and the women's, yes. So you see already a lot of people with the finisher t-shirt and everything. And you see the race still going on, and it's just, I can imagine I'm gonna be there too the day after, hopefully, at that time, to finish the race. That was Saturday. From Wednesday until Saturday, I was eating carbs non-stop. Pasta, pizza, bread, Nutella, pasta, pizza every day, the whole weekend. My stomach was okay, so yeah.
Why are you only eating pasta?
Carbs. Bon appetit.
What were you saying about the bike?
The plan tomorrow. First about the swim. To survive, not to drown. That's the plan. The bike, I will try to hold around 27, 28 km per hour. That's what I hold on my long rides. For the run, I never did more than 12 km. So I will find out tomorrow. It's gonna be very hot, so I'm starting to fuel myself a lot with electrolyte. Fuel myself with a lot of carbs. We're here at the Italian restaurant again, like the past few days, every day, whole day and every day. And yeah, that's the plan. To run, to survive the swim, ride the bike, and survive the run again. I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll finish. That was Saturday. Surprisingly, I slept okay from Saturday, like before the race. Like not the best. I didn't check my recovery, obviously. I didn't want to know before my race. The whole week was green, absolutely green, like top green, like 80%, 70%. I was on the top of my recovery, and I felt good. I felt energy. I felt everything. Like the taper was amazing. Like I felt very good. Woke up early. My girlfriend's still sleeping next to me. I made some Nutella sandwich the night before already. Started to make another Nutella sandwich. Started to eat. Started to carb load again before the race. The race starts at 8, and we're talking about I woke up around 5 or even 6 because the hotel is really close to the start line. I got, I think, 5-6 hours of sleep. Everything was packed the night before. My stuff that I need in the transition was in one bag. The stuff that I need for my swim start, it's in another bag. So everything was packed. Just needed to put my tri-suit on, put some lube on me, like the Chemeos butter, and that's all. I even put some Vaseline here under my seat. So if I can still feel it. I took like Vaseline, took out, I put it under my seat. So if I have any chafing in the middle, I can just take it and put on me. Take it, under the seat and put on me. Didn't need to use it in there, but it's a good hack. I liked it. I saw it on Instagram. I feel like now I'm in that moment, just packing up. I can feel my heart rate even like pumping now. Just packing everything, making sure everything is there. Although I made sure already the night before, making sure again. And then I was sitting, trying to calm myself down. And yeah, just went out. We met in the lobby of the hotel. I was with my hotel sleepers. The sleepers of the hotel. I saw that hack on Instagram too. Interesting hack. You just go with the sleepers and then you can just throw it away. It's one-time sleepers, so you don't need to go with that and then to change and everything. We took some scooters, went to the race start. The whole way we can see some people already checking in, some people already warming up, running around. You can just feel the race there. You can feel the energy. So we quickly went to the transition area, took the buckets. They took some picture of us that everything is okay. We get to our spot. My starting spot, it's very behind. Like we are, I think, 600 athletes. I'm 455. So where I put my bike, it's pretty in the back. And I didn't like it, to be honest, because I need to run with the bike from 455 until the first place, and then go out with the bike. So we went to the transition place. I put everything in the run bucket, the bike in the bike bucket, make sure everything is in its place, making sure the running shoes it's already open, ready to put on, making sure all the small stuff. We finished with the transition area, we came back.
How are you feeling?
No idea, to be honest. Just focused now. After I put on my wetsuit, zip myself up, put the swim cap, that was the moment I really started to feel. Like before that, it was okay, just some nerves that you can really handle. But that was the moment, everything you realize that you're on a race start, that you are training for 9 months just to stand on the start line from absolutely nothing. Like again, what you ask, what I was thinking about, absolutely nothing logical. Not when I start, how I start, how fast I should swim, nothing. I was just thinking about surviving the swim, enjoy the moment as much as I can. And yeah, standing there waiting for the pros to go, seeing them. I was cooling myself down in the water too. I was standing in the beach, like in the water next to the beach, just to cool myself down with the wetsuit. It was absolutely disaster. It was hot. I didn't want to start in the front because, you know, they're very fast. I wanted to be in the back, you know, enjoy myself, just to be by myself. That was the start.
You said the water was colder than you expected, and then you told me that you were cramping the whole way. And you were afraid you're not going to finish already.
Yeah.
What happened?
I remember, you know, when the time came on, like when it's my turn to run into the water, I saw you guys. I was pretty hyped, very hyped. I was happy. I don't know, just, you know, a genuine happiness. I don't know, I didn't feel it anywhere else. Running to the water with all the energy, adrenaline, everything, running to the water, no chaos. It was okay. I swim pretty fast. And the first, I have like my watch lap every 500 meters. So usually when I swim in open water here in the lakes, my 500 meters, it's around 12 minutes, 30 minutes. It's around more than 2 minutes per 100 meter. And then I got the lap. It's buzzing me, and then I look at it. I did 500 meters around 10 minutes, and I felt good at that moment. So until the first buoy, when I need to turn right, I felt good. And then I started to feel the cramps. After the first buoy, I started to feel the cramps. I felt here on my right quads and on my left hamstring. I don't know why. And then that was the moment everything a little bit flipped in the water. The first 500 meters was very good. I felt fast. I passed a lot of people. I feel faster than I usually is. I'm not tired, nothing, but that was the moment after the first buoy. I started to feel like, okay, something is wrong here. But then I realized I put the wetsuit up too much. So I started to feel this area, you know, a little bit tight, and that's the pain I was saying, oh, shit, you know, that's a big problem here. And we're just less than halfway through. So I tried to pull it down in the water. Every, I don't know, 50, 60 meters, I needed to stop, pull it down, change the swim position, maybe to breast stroke, just to survive the swim.
You finished earlier than before, right? Yeah.
I finished exactly like what I expected. You know, I do, like I said, 12, 13 minutes in the lake for 500 meters. So 1900, it's around, I don't know, 45, 46 minutes, 47 minutes. So it's okay. So that's what I expected. And with the sea and the first time with the cold water, and I think, oh, it's okay. I will finish around that time and I will be happy. But with the cramps, with everything, I said, oh shit, it's gonna take me an hour at least to finish the swim. But came out of the water, I stopped my watch, I see 47 something, I say, holy shit, how? No fucking idea. Just, it's giving me some motivation already.
How you feeling, bro?
Good to be out.
Run to the transition area, and I was among the last people because the transition area was already empty, absolutely empty. And I didn't really care, you know, at that moment I didn't really care. I wanted to do my race, to be on the time that I expected myself to do, and just to enjoy it.
What did you take, like, for fuel?
The fuel strategy for me was pretty simple on the bike. I wanted to keep around 60 to 70 grams an hour, and because that's what I trained for. I didn't train for more. You know, I see usually people take 90 grams, 100 grams, 120 grams. For me, 60, 70 grams is what I trained for. That's the time I had to train for it. So I know for the first 2 hours, I'm going to fill myself only with bars. And for the last hour, I was started to do gels because I'm going to transition into run. So my stomach won't feel heavy. That was my strategy. The same on the run. I was expecting to take a gel every half an hour. I was trying to take a gel every half an hour, but we'll talk about the run. It was absolutely out of my plan. In a good way. I was thinking I will finish, okay. The swim for me, I didn't know, you know, how the course looked like. They said it's flat. I didn't know how flat it is. Didn't know what it means, anything. So I said to myself, okay, 3.5 hours, 3 hours 15. Maybe I will be as fast as I can. So I will take the fuel accordingly to this. Went on the transition area, I went out, I saw you guys. I was worried I couldn't keep myself in. It took me a few seconds to keep myself in, but faster than I expected. And then I went on the bike course. That was the moment I realized again, I fucking finished the swim. Now I'm on the race, now I'm on the bike. It got me so emotional. I was so happy, so hyped about it the whole race. The first hour, second hour, third hour, I was so hyped about it. I look at my heart rate. I went on the bike around 180. My heart rate was 180, and took me a good half an hour or maybe a little bit more to lower it around 150. And usually it should be lower, 140, maybe even less, but it was the race. 150, my heart rate was after I cool it down throughout the whole bike course. And the bike, it was a lap there. So I got lapped from all the fast ones. They were so fast. People there on this course was so fast. It was unbelievable. I was with the few first timers and the old athletes, and the bike was, I was flying. Like for myself, I was flying. I finished around 2 hours, 8 minutes. For me, it's absolutely my personal best ever to hold this speed across 3 and something hours. That was absolutely amazing. There are some even small hills that killed me, you know. I was climbing. There are some pictures where I'll show them. The hills are like, it's small hills that you go out of the tunnel, and it's a long one, and I never did something like that. So I felt the cramps again on the bike. So I took with myself a lot of electrolytes pills because I heard, you know, with cramps and everything, so I take a lot of electrolytes pills, a lot. So that's throughout the whole bike. I didn't stop even for one time because I know I'm not gonna be the fastest and I cannot afford to stop. But in the end, I didn't need to stop even.
Time go really fast. How was your mental state while you're on the course?
I would say for the first half, it was pretty fast. And then after that was a little bit hard because it's my first time sitting on the bike for 2 hours straight, not getting off. And I was dealing with the cramps again. And with the climbing and with the cramping in the swimming, I didn't encounter when I was training, never, you know, with the cramps. But I knew it will arrive sooner or later, so I took a lot of pills with me. So I started to take the electrolytes pills. And somehow I managed to be okay. Like you know the initial moments of the cramps, you can feel that it's coming, but it's not coming. So that's what I deal with, like the other half. Like I feel the cramps, but it's not coming, so it was okay. The second half was pretty hard. There was no one already. I was absolutely alone. Even the volunteers, you cannot really see them. You need to recognize the course by yourself. And I saw some people that went on the wrong way, and it's probably end of the race for them, because if you went on the wrong way, God knows how you're gonna get back to the right way. And thanks God, when I was on the circle, so you needed to go straight, and then the other one you need to go right. So I saw some people went on the right on the first one, so I saw, okay, it's this one, and I wanted to go right as well. And then there was a volunteer, actually it was a police, say it's not here, it's there. And thanks God I was on the right way. And yeah, that was the bike. And I took some moment just to pull myself out of the race, to enjoy the view, to enjoy the moment, to really, to be in the moment, just to enjoy it. So yeah, that was it. I remember the way back, I was absolutely alone.
No one here, huh? Only me. Yeah.
Everyone was already finished. Everyone that left me already disappeared. I was maybe with a few people that got some, punchers, and they managed to pass me again anyway. But everyone was fast on that course, very fast. I felt like an imposter, That was the race. I really, from the beginning, like in the swim, you can't really understand. In the swim, I felt fast. I had people behind me, everything. On the bike, that was the moment I felt like an imposter. Like everyone finishing so fast. And they finished already. I'm still on my first lap. So, yeah. I managed to finish pretty fast, 3 hours, 8 minutes, like pretty fast for me. I know people finish, 2 hours. Yeah, there are super athletes, doesn't matter. For me, it was very fast, 3 hours, 8 minutes. To hold almost 30 kilometers per hour for 3 hours, that was absolutely, milestone for me. I was hyped. But in the same time, my legs were, pretty much over, pretty much done. Didn't realize it still, I was still hyped, running to. I changed really quickly. It was only 5 minutes this time. Went out to the transition. Yeah, I had a bottle with me. Thanks to my coach, that was the best hack ever. I think that's the only reason I could finish the race, like finish the run, like non-stop. I see people walking there, like having a heat stroke or stuff like that. I didn't feel any heat. People telling me it's so hot. I was okay. I was absolutely okay during the whole race. The hack was keep a bottle in the transition bag, in my case, transition bucket, full bottle of water, and just pour on yourself everything. I always have this problem, like after the bike, for me it's really hard to run slow, like to run in the pace that I should run. I don't know why, I'm still practicing it, I will practice it more too, but the first few kilometers it definitely killed me. You know, it was running too fast. I was running, I don't know, 6 minutes pace. It's very fast for me. Even 5 minutes, something like that, 5 minutes something per kilometer, and it's really fast for me. Just for a reference, I should run in 7:30 minutes per kilometer. So I ran the first few hundred meters, felt absolutely amazing because of the adrenaline and the cold water, everything. But in a moment, boom, started to feel cramps. But this time it's not cramps like in the water I could manage on the bike. Those cramps are hard. I'm telling you, cramps that your legs are like, my feet was locked, absolutely locked like this, and I was walking like this. I said, okay, we have a problem, and I just started, you know, 400, 500 meters probably. Took some pills, and I said I'll not stop. I'll start to walk and run a little bit, and it just somehow disappeared, magically disappeared. And then I took a lot of pills again, just to make sure that it will not come back, but it came back like crazy. Like every time, but that time I started to learn how to manage it, the whole race. The run was absolutely long. The longest I ever run was 1.5 hours, 13 kilometers, just for the reference, and the race was half marathon. Never did it, never did anything close to it, but I know I will finish it, you know, it doesn't matter, I'm already here, I don't care, I will finish it, I will crawl to the end, I don't care how, but I will finish it. So I didn't really think about anything, you know, run was the hardest part, but the least worrying part, because you can just walk, like, so I will finish, you know, I will crawl to the end, I don't care, I will walk, doesn't matter. So what I did, every 8 station I arrived, starting with water, to water on myself, I started to tell them, pour on me, so the kids can't pour me a lot of water, you know, on my head, so I take another 2, and then it's the Red Bull, take 1 Red Bull, sip, throw away, and electrolytes. So, you know, first few loops you are with people, because people still need to do 4 loops, and every loop you do, there are less and less and less. So the last, basically 2 loops I did by myself, like with minimum people on the course. I felt good, I didn't walk. The 8th station, I walked through the 8th station, but the whole run, besides the beginning that I cramped up like crazy, that I had to stop because I was locked up, I didn't walk, didn't need to walk. Felt good. Even at I think the 3rd loop, I felt the best. I took a lot of pills. Every time I started to feel a little bit cramps, I took pills. And then the last loop came. That was the hardest loop, I think. Besides the first loop that I cramped and I managed it, the last loop was the hardest. I was by myself again. And you know, the thoughts of everyone finishing so fast, and you feel like an imposter again on the run, and everything just finishing. Even those that are walking, and you know, you ran the whole course, you didn't walk, and those are walking, finished already before you. It hits you somehow, you know, although you know you want to just finish it because you never did something like this, and you feel like an imposter. You feel like everyone is better than you. You are just in a sport that everyone is like super athletes. But in the end, you know, I just wanted to finish. Like, I cared. You have this feeling, but you don't really care about the feeling. So everything is, you know, involved. Everything is, you know, impacting all the feelings, everything. The last loop was the hardest because the 8th station already ran out of electrolytes. There was only water. So that was the hardest because I started to feel the cramp again. And I saw that I ran out of pills. I was making sure that I don't have any pills. I saw that I ran out of pills. So I said, okay, this last 5 kilometers, I have to finish somehow. No electrolytes, nothing, water. I have to finish somehow, you know? So I was cramping like crazy again, but didn't lock up, thanks God.
The scenery? How's the scenery? Beautiful, huh?
I have no idea.
You don't know? You can't see shit? You're in your own world, huh? See you at the finish.
And I remember, you know, even people, there are loops, so you can see people on the other side, and people hyping me up because they can see that I'm a little bit down, that I'm a little bit, you know, not in the mood. You can see people, you know, they're running straight or they're running a little bit like this. So you can see people hyping you up, you know, the crowd too, hyping you up.
Yes.
Who's gonna carry the boat? Hello?
There are kids giving you high fives, and you can see even the crowd, you know, the first 1-2 loops, there's so many crowd, and then crowd start to disappear, and you feel even, you know, people already finishing, you see them already walking out from the bike checkings. Yeah, you see them already with the finisher and walking there, and you're still running. So it was hard, but in the end, crossed that finish line, saw you guys. I was so emotional, couldn't really comprehend what just happened. I'm trying to remember what really happened, but it's like a piece that I don't really remember, you know? Like I remember I was very emotional. I remember I was hyped crossing the finish line and I was really happy inside, but I couldn't see on my face that I was happy because I'm trying to understand what just happened. And I'm already thinking about this almost killed me, you know? Like this was I feel like I reached my absolutely limit. How I'm going to finish a race that it's double the size of this.
You were already thinking that?
Already thinking about that the whole race. You are 6 hours there outside, like on the race, in the swim, on the bike, and you are thinking about so many stuff. So of course it crossed my mind, I don't know, maybe 100 times. I'm going to finish the full one. So I was there crossing the line, so happy that, again, that you guys were there, my brother there, my girlfriend jumping on me. I couldn't hold myself, you know, they jumped on me and I just collapsed, you know, I couldn't hold myself. Well, I was so happy, but yeah, I was just trying to understand, look back, what happened. And that's all, that was the race. And it was absolutely, I can call it a monster of a race. I don't know, it's just something that I didn't expect.
Did you learn anything about yourself?
Absolutely. I learned so much about myself this race, so much. But those are stuff that you cannot really explain what you learned, you know, you can just experience it and say you did it and just to be a completely new you. Because from this race, I know how to suffer, you know. It's in my day-to-day life, in work, in my business, in training. You learn with time how to suffer, but in this race, I reached my limit, absolutely exceed my limit to reach to a new limit. So the way I manage with the negative thoughts, the way I manage with the negative feelings, the physical feelings, it's something that I never encountered, not in my training, nothing. So there's absolutely something new that I learned and I'm absolutely applying on everything in my life.
Well, we still got the full Ironman. So what is training going to look like from now on? Are you going to make any changes with this experience?
Volume, that's volume. Need to do a lot of volume. Just building volume, just making sure I can finish it, you know. Parts on.
Trajectory to race in September is looking good?
No. No. I'm way behind, but you know, I will finish it. Like if I start, I will finish, you know. I will do my best to finish. It will probably take me, I don't know. If this race took me 6 hours, 40 minutes, this will probably take me 14 hours.
If you could talk to the version of yourself that signed up back in September 2025, what would you tell him?
I signed up for the full Ironman, that I'm looking forward to it. I will probably stand there at the finish line and finish it. Hopefully I will do it. Again, if I start, I will finish. So that's my, that's what I trained for a year. You know, I sacrificed so many stuff, so much time with my family, so much time with my friends, with my brother, with my girlfriend, training hours every day, priority the training above everything and anything, sacrificing my work, my business life. So that's the moment, you know, that's the moment, and that will be the moment that everything will just be worth it. So I'm looking forward to do it, to finish it.
What's one thing you want people to take away from watching this video, this documentary?
That you can do the impossible. I start from nothing. Like I look young, I look healthy, I look, you know, strong, thanks God. But I started from absolutely nothing. I have no sports background. I was smoking for 10 years more, 12 years I was smoking. I was drinking, partying, not putting my health in a priority. And I will be still manage to finish it, hopefully. And I finished the half, that's already a milestone. So everyone can do the impossible, you know. I see people, you know, people that are 80 years old finishing it. I see people that are weighing, you know, I don't know, twice my size finishing it. So can do the impossible, you know, just be there, be present, put yourself in the priority and endure the pain, and learn from the pain and enjoy the pain.